My name is Kevin Musick. I'm from Clovis, New Mexico. I've been with the city of Clovis for 36 years. I'm a traffic control superintendent, and that's been my role from the day one. Back in 1991, I had only been in the traffic field for about 4 years. I took a trip to the Southwest IMSA section, and I went to a certification class. It was work zone, and it was signs and markings 1. My moderator was Warren Farrell, and I was about 33 years old. And after that class, we'd been there for 4 days. On my way home, I thought to myself, man, how could an individual like Warren Farrell have that much knowledge in his mind and also be able to moderate it to his students? And I thought to myself, in order to become successful in traffic control, I needed to be a part of the IMSA certification and organization. My role here in IMSA is right now, today, I'm a president-elect. Tomorrow morning, I will become the president for the next year. I've got a really good board behind me. I've got a really good staff that is run by our executive director, Toby Cummings. And most of the people that are involved with this organization are volunteers. But there's a lot of benefits that comes from this organization. I've been asked, many times, well, if I become a member of IMSA, what's my benefit? And, I used to tell that person, you're going to become knowledgeable and you're going to have your certifications that's going to make you better in the field of public safety. But then, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, I got to thinking about that, and I said, there's really 3 great things that bring this organization together. Number 1 is becoming a member, you have the certification classes that makes you more knowledgeable and better in your field, but you have the networking of individuals, whether it's vendors or whether it's other people that are involved in the field, workers, other municipalities, and other people that's in other sections, not just our section. Therefore, you become a better person in your field. When you become a member and you participate in the certification classes and eventually become a section officer or a moderator for your section, I wasn't a very good speaker at times, whenever I used to get up in front of people, I was always nervous. But by becoming a moderator, you're always in front of people, so it gives you the confidence to become a better public speaker. And so that would be number 2, I would tell, a new member. And last but not least is the third one. By becoming a member, you meet people in this organization that becomes your friends for life. And that is priceless. You can't reproduce that. And so, to me, that's what's helped me over all these years. This organization has been very good to me, and I've had a lot of mentors, and I'm proud to be a part of it. There's numerous certifications. The list is numerous. Member usually probably has your work zone and your signs and markings and your signal classes, but all of it pertains to our jobs. A lot of information has been gathered over the years to make these certifications credible. That's another thing, is you want to have a certification that is not only for you, but is credible, that you can use in a court of law if you ever had to. And this organization offers that. The safety is probably the number 1 thing that we have to worry about our men in the field and women. And, you get that structure through the IMSA work zone. And without that, you would actually be putting people in harm's way. Not only that individual that's doing the work on the roadway, but the motorists that are driving by. And so therefore, when a person in my field that's in my department, when I send them out to do a job, I want to make sure that they are ready to do that job and in a safe manner. And by getting your certifications, yes, it does probably put a little bit more responsibility on that individual, but it also frees up the liability on the employer or the municipality that you work for, because you're more knowledgeable. So I would like to welcome everybody to IMSA Orlando. I think you can come to this event and walk away with a very good feeling at the end of the day that you've learned and that you've met people, and it's just a good thing for your career to build on your knowledge. I guess the one thing I can tell you about this organization is me being president-elect, I wouldn't have never got to that point with all the men and women that were mentors of mine, and I'm very grateful that I've had this opportunity for these people to mentor me and train me, and I'm going to do my dangest to do the best job that I can possibly do to move this organization forward. I've been a moderator for IMSA since probably 1996. I've monitored many classes, and I've taught a lot of students. And it's funny, after so many people that you meet in monitoring, later down the road you'll bump into somebody and you might not know them, but they know you. And you've made a difference in that person's life. And some of them students will move on into positions with the leadership with the section, and then some will be like me and eventually move into the national level. I was on the board of directors for 3 years before I was president-elect. I'll have this tenure of president for a year, and then I'll be a past president. But long before I got to that point with the New Mexico section, I was vice president, I was president, alternate director, director at large, and secretary-treasurer, and that's the two positions that I hold today. And I've had some really good people to work with in New Mexico, and I've been proud to be able to be a part of their life as well as I'm sure they're glad to be a part of my life. I just like to say thank you guys for all coming to the IMSA conference. I hope that each and every one has safe passage home, and I think in the long run this country will persevere. We had a speaker at the opening ceremonies that said there's going to be obstacles in our life, but you can make them opportunities if you strive, and that's what we aim to do here at IMSA.